Interesting projects coming up next year that requires a big Asian cast. Woohoo, you know. It's great to see there's going to be a project, you know, from ABC happening in Cabramatta, and they're looking for lots of people to be involved in it, and I thought maybe we'll do this workshop just to prepare.
I think it's good for the community because it's normally something that I had to learn at university or fly to Los Angeles to learn.
I've never heard of anything like this before, so this is probably the first time, and I've been, like I said, I've been doing it for a very long time, and it's the first foray into this area. These workshops are definitely very helpful, and it will be really good to add to the students' experience, add on to their martial arts experience, so they can audition for more films or TV shows or whatnot, or even just short clips. And it's just, you know, it's something really fun and interesting for them to do.
You probably know what their capabilities are, if they can punch, if they can...
No, my parents thought that I understand it make fun.
Now do that, do the head turn. Boom, good. Now with that, do the...
Right. Boom. Okay.
You know, and a lot of times you have to be with reputable, you know, casting agents to sort of get access to these opportunities for acting, but I think what we want to do is we want to learn together some of these skills, because for me, my passion is the action film genre, as well as some of you guys here as well, and we want to see more stories made in that genre. And you know, martial arts is one of these things that actually hasn't really been tapped into in Australia.
Rolling and action.
So when you say
Who falls for the switcheroo these days?
I feel so fragile.
We have to take him on his own turn. They just want to see what you bring out in the first go. Bring out, you know, oh, I like that thing. And that's what they record. And they record it, and then they give it to the director, like, yeah, I like this character and stuff like that. So
My little Simon is gonna make your fish serene.
When you get in and do your thing.
Yeah.
So make sure when you do your moves, do it a little bit bolder. Actually, before we break off to do, who wants to do their scene just to start off?
First, you go peacocking on the chance turn. Two options to do so. You're gonna fight me!
Sometimes directors go completely different. He goes, that was great, but go opposite direction.
Okay.
You might do that. Yeah? Because you know how you're intense?
Yeah.
Play a little bit more sinister, but a little bit more.
Does he have a line?
She ordered me to kill them all. Is that fishing? Fishing? Your fault. Your fault.
Make sure you keep just keep going. Your fault. This is just neutral. Your fault. But connect. Still connect. Okay? I want you to be louder. 5 times louder. Throw your hands. reality, right? In relationships, sometimes people are like, I don't want you, but then they're doing something else that shows, you know? Same thing, okay? Cool, I think that wraps it up for everyone. Knees is like, you know, there's an emergency to work, okay?
You know what? After every single
Be about that, okay? Yeah, you feel like...
There. Happy? Yes. Now I am.
Well, what?
Well, where were you last night?
What do you mean?
Don't you have a watch?
Yeah.
I don't know, I felt that that line was more like you see that he has a watch, but he's lying to you.
Well, I'm 21. I have a degree in exercise and sport.
So CJ, how old are you?
7.
And what school do you go to?
Lenore Public School.
Your background nationality?
Is Vietnamese. Breakdancing, tricking. I am 23.
At an office. You okay to take some time off if we needed to?
Hub kiddo.
At what level?
Black belt.
And what do you do for a living?
I used to be an accountant, but now I'm primarily a mum and carer and counsellor sometimes.
What do you do?
I'm a dental technician. I also tutor as well.
What do you want to do?
I have a few pathways right now of engineering or science or nutrition, and acting is one of them. And
at the moment, I'm volunteering with the Fairfield Youth Advisory Committee, so that takes up the majority of my time.
I'm Cambodian of descent. Can speak fluent Cambodian, and I sort of picked up Vietnamese a bit, so not too bad.
Been living in Australia for about 22 years.
And what do you do for a living now?
Nothing.
Nothing, you're retired. Not working. Have you done any acting before?
Yes, long time ago.
From North Vietnam, but I come in South Vietnam. I live in South Vietnam.
And have you done any acting at all? Acting?
Only at home with my wife.
If you're so sure of yourself, why not put something on it? 1,000.
2,000.
4,000 plus the Segway.
partaking in the product again! It's the customer's job to get the brand right, not yours!
Little Simon, you were like a son in so many ways.
Chẳng lại do, bộ đầm khám bếp li ăn.
You get my shoe factory and noodle emporium. I want to be a surfer.
But she liked that.
Yeah, I wanted to be actress, and you said no.
Maybe that time is I'm not happy.
Why? Because you gotta appreciate life, appreciate the community, what the activities and all of things. Well, you have to care.
There's a lot of media being portrayed, like in mainstream media in Australia, which is really coming out of the eastern suburbs, and they're talking about us rather than people from our area talking about ourselves. So when you get like these, like no offense to them, but outsiders coming in, the portrayals of our community, they don't really understand. If it's usually either negative or if it's positive, it's a very sort of distant alien concept to them. It's not normal, it's very token. And we need more sort of media representing our area, the Asian community, Western Sydney community.
I feel as though it's important, well, it's a good thing for anyone to get a role. You know, if you get a role, I mean, you're all up there. But for Western Sydney, for anyone in Western Sydney, if you're a youth, if you're, you know, an old guy, it doesn't matter. It's important because there is so much talent in the area, and it's very hard to display talent. I mean, you can be the best singer in the world and not be able to sing. If you don't have a microphone, no one's going to hear you. Western Sydney has a lot of talent. You know, when it comes to Asian kids, Lebo kids, you know, Islander kids, all sorts of different kids, grown-ups, we all have that. Most of us have the talent when it comes to acting in Western Sydney. It's very hard to display it without I guess, without films?
It's something that I've never done, you know. At this time of my life, it's something that requires a bit of bravery and courage to do, and it's absolutely wonderful for me to be amongst the energy of all these young people, and for us to find that pathway through to, you know, to laugh together, to do some drama together. It's cool.